Okay, so hello everybody. I hope that you're well. Nice to meet you. My name is Maria Jose Ortiz Vega, and I am a student bachelor's degree in foreign languages with emphasis on English here in the UNIT University. So I am from in the English 3 course, and I am the group 179. Okay, today I have the pleasure to introduce to you about the teaching methods in my personal students are reflection on engaging learning techniques. Okay, first I can talking about you, my past teacher has the primary school in high school and currently in the university in the halter educational. Okay, so use the music and dance for interested. When I am when I was at primary school, I remember that my teacher Ingrid used the dancing and music for teach use about concept basic at the primary school has number, animals, parts of body, and more. So important and so interactive and dynamic, strategic for use with children learners. In the group work and competition do engagement in the high school. For the collaborative work and the competition about the spelling, another concept about their language, improving and fortalece and reinforce the spelling languages has speaking, listening, memorization, writing, and reading. Because I remember that my teacher Erica and Clara, my teachers Erica and Clara using this strategy for teach use about the conjugation of the verbs, times verbals, and more. It's so important because the competition interactive involves the interesting for student. Okay, so interactive material for active participation in service interaction in all the times of educational at the primary school, other school, and high school is so important because the interactive presentation has videos using the AI, artificial intelligence, and including video games is so important for capture the attention of your students. If the visual elements help so much you for engage your students and facilitate the exposition about topic. Games and activities to capture attention. Incorporating games into lesson make learning enjoyable and captivates student attention. Techniques help gamification. Gamification is my favorite method for education. Okay, I can share with you about that. It's so interactive and involves the motivation and interaction about your student for your class. In creative thing and participation encouragement. Okay, so I remember during my high school, in my free time, I take a course English that my with my teachers Emily and Jurani. They use the strategies about has looking the teacher, following these rules, these specific rules is so important. Or remember the best information that your classmates said. And so you must remember it, the information that you classmates tell you is so how what's happened right now. So important because you need to utilize the very speaking skills and memorization skills is so important in the languages in the learning of new languages as English. Finally, I can share with you my personal case, my personal insights, and has a future teacher. My favorite methods for effective learning is methods include the gamification and digital tools, as I said you before. It's so important utilizing the digital tools for engage and capture the attention of your students. If these techniques is more effectively in the currently for the globalized world and the influences of in the foreign influences that these techniques, diverse techniques and culture is foreign cultures go back here in our country, in our adolescents specifically, and the high school is so important utilizing these techniques. Hypothetical teaching is a thesis has a primary teacher. Okay, so if I had been a primary teacher, I think that my favorite methods of strategies or tools as will be songs and children's songs has A, B, C, D, E, F, G for teach the alphabet, animals, numbers, and more specific tools, topic that you use in the primary school. Motivating techniques for high school students, the collaborative work. The collaborative work is very specific. So if I had been as high school teacher, I think that I will use these techniques, this technology, and the collaborative work and competition for evaluating the spelling, speaking, writing, listening, and more skills of languages of my future students. Liberating technology in higher education. In the higher education in the university is more so important using the reading, the club speaking and speaking encounters for evaluate the comprehension and reinforce and improving your students. So if I had been higher education or in the university teacher, I think that I will use these strategies that has ebooks and video games and interactive presentation has so funny for capture their attention of my future students. Finally, I can share with you this concluding about the reflection on teaching influence and effectiveness. I think that if you are a teacher, you need use the individual evaluation. You need found the individual English level about your students for evaluating the correct way because your student have different needs of learning. It's your responsibility found her diversity and her English level for evaluating and comprehending your understand and your methods for learning. Has the method of teaching is complementary. So thank you so much everyone for watch this presentation and for to be with me later. Bye bye.